For barely 100 years, Beckton Gaswork between 1870 and 1970 was in operation, and this site, known as Beckton Alps, that came about as a derelict for waste and gas materials that were deposited and some other stuff deposited, now make up what is now called Beckton Alps. This site is actually out of access at present, but it has served as a place for filmmakers for sighting the whole city of London. In this video, we are going to see what are the beauty that are left of this very ill in Beckton area of London. This artificial hill that came about as a result of waste from the gasworks became so attractive that it has a dry ski slope on it. But this was closed in 2001.
Some inquisitive mind would really want to compare if London is bigger than the city of Ibadan. From this angle you can know, because remember, London also has a lot of other places just as, and they're part of London, like in the north side, almost you are Cobham or Guildford, some part of there also called London. So London is as big as anything you can compare it with. I believe London is much bigger. But if you think about the central part of it, you might say, well, the square meter, as you can see, you might not compare with Ibadan, but suburb of London is much more greater and much more, bigger. Down here, close to the hill, is the training pitch. It's a training pitch where Western Football Club used to train, and their hostel there for the West Ham Football Club. Over there is the Dockland Excel and Docklands City Airport. You can see a plane landing. You can see the landing tarmac just in there. Yeah, it's running on the tarmac. I can see the camera. Yeah, you see the sun will not allow you to see more clearer, but that's the view of it. The plane coming to a stop there at the London City Airport. It's a brilliant view of London on this hill at Beckton. Wow. So let's explore further to reach the climax of this hill. It's the winter time, so we have to be careful. It can be slippery because it remains so wet, the floor here. Okay, we are, I'll say, almost there. But now, here's the view of London on this hill, and this is the climax of the hill here. Yeah, there's nothing significant other than just one have to be extra careful not to reach the any cliff down there. But here is the view of London. Now it's actually giving it more beauty But if it's clear enough, I think, or you have a telescope, we can actually see more. But from here, let me point out to you, close down here, our Beckton area of London. And if we look further down on that part, is some parts of Duckland. But visibly we can't see much more many like that. But the if we turn right, we'll kind of see the Canary Wharf, where we have these skyscrapers. Yeah, it's actually like a very close range. You can see it more closely in front of me. It's actually amazing. It's just like when you are at there's another park which I'm yet to explore, and that one is where you can actually be very close to the back of the University of East London in Greenwich. They call it Greenwich Park, where a lot of tourists they go to have a view of London. But you can't really see more like the way you can see it at this Beckton Hill. Possibly I'll call it Beckton Hill. Now look at that, the views of the Newham Way, and going towards to and fro central area, and the one going to this side towards the Dagenham, Barking, to as far end towards Dartford. You can even reach going on the A13 towards M25 on this east side. Now this is actually the northeast side, or probably call it towards the north, and this is how big London is. This actually is not actually, can we say this is the central part of London? No, it's not. We are actually in the eastern side of London, but on this hill you can see a whole lots of view of London. I think this particular hill needs to be a tourist attraction. It's actually a tourist attraction, but it needs to be taken care of, so that by ensuring safety measures and things like that, so people can actually come here and take a view of London. So let's see more about this London from here.